This episode is sponsored by RLJE Films. Unveiled through a made-for-TV documentary, 5 tales of found footage horror emerge to take viewers on a terrifying journey into the grim underbelly of the 1980s in VHS 85. Now available on DVD and Blu-ray.
Special Agent Will Trent, Judge of Your Investigation.
ABC's hit series Will Trent is back.
He read that crime scene like it was a book.
Tuesdays at its new time, 8/7 Central.
I bet I can solve this tonight.
Critics are calling it an entertaining, powerful, heart-racing drama.
There's a bomb in this building.
Clear this entire block.
Will Trent has joined the list of greatest TV detectives.
He's good police, and he's objectively hot.
Will Trent, new Tuesdays 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Hello. It's been a while. How have you been? It seems like you have something weighing on you. There's a heaviness hanging around you. Are you perhaps in the midst of some sort of flux in your life? One that may not be happening quite yet, but it weighs on your mind. A feeling of longing for something different in life. A sort of loneliness. Let me help you ease your burden for a while. As always, before we begin our journey, I need you to follow my instructions carefully so that we can calm your mind and your body. The perfect place to be in for these little rendezvous we have is the place between asleep and awake. That vicinity in which dreams and reality meet and meld and flow together, so that you feel like you could possibly be visiting a different dimension. And maybe you are. First, find a quiet place to lie down where you won't be disturbed. This is your time. This is our time, not anyone else's. I'll give you a moment to situate yourself comfortably. Now, we will start from head to toe. First, unclench your jaw and stop holding your tongue against the roof of your mouth. Relax the muscles of your beautiful face. Your lips may even part, and that's perfect. Now, relax your shoulders. They shouldn't be trying to meet your ears. I want you to start taking deep breaths as we move forward. In as deep as you can, feeling your belly rise, and out through your mouth. In, maybe even placing a hand on your belly to feel it fill with goodness, and out through your mouth. This next breath, I want you to picture breathing in a golden light and breathing out a gray cloud of stress. Breathe in that beautiful light. Picture it filling your body, and out with that gray muck of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year. In with the golden light, filling every bit of you with serenity and clarity, and out with your stale worries and fears. Keep breathing as we move to your hands. I would like you to touch your fingertips together. Now, with one hand, lightly drag those fingertips down the other palm, the wrist, the forearm. If you're able, maybe even across your chest and neck, from one shoulder to the other, lightly touching the whole way. Touch is so important, and sometimes we don't get enough of it. This is a great way to self-soothe and comfort. Of course, if this isn't possible, just lightly touch the tops and palms of both your hands with your fingertips. This is also very soothing. Try to make your movement slow and very light. Now, if you can, do the same with the other hand. Let your fingertips meet, then drag the opposite hand down the other palm, down your wrist, your inner forearm. The skin is so sensitive there, it might feel a bit ticklish. And if you're able, up your bicep, across your chest, maybe stopping to do the same from your chin, down your neck, and all the way across to the other shoulder. Feel free to do that several times. Good. Now, relax your hips. You may even feel a little pop around your tailbone. If you'd like, as we continue relaxing the rest of you, you can continue running your fingertips across your upper thighs or stomach or across your inner arms. It can really help you fall into a deeper state of mind. Your upper thighs, your stomach, maybe your forearms. You may continue doing that as we move on. Now, relax your knees and your calves. I'd like you to scrunch and unscrunch your toes a few times. Now, point your toes like a ballerina and pull them back as if you're trying to point them toward yourself, towards the ceiling. Don't hurt yourself, but just feel a deep, delicious stretch. Now, relax your feet. Let your hands rest either at your sides or maybe one or both on your belly to continue feeling yourself breathe. Speaking of breathing, remember, deep breath in of light, golden, peaceful light, and out with your worry and embarrassment and fear. Now, are you ready to come with me? I'd like you to picture the door of your bedroom. Do you see it? The color of it? The knob? The floor that leads to it? Together, we are going to step through that door into your bedroom. Now, open the door, and here we go. I thought we'd return to the place we first met. You've awoken in your bed in the middle of the night. Your room is dark. The small amount of light that leaks in from the windows sprays long, inky shadows on the walls. It's raining outside. You can see rivulets of water running down the window. You can't remember what woke you. Was it a noise, a bad dream, or just the sensation that you should be awake? Like your primal instincts told you that something needed your attention. You lie there. You're alone, staring up at the ceiling. A sinking feeling fills your chest. A nostalgic dread you used to feel as a child when you were afraid of the dark. You check the time. It's 3:03 a.m. Lately, strange things have been happening around your home. Small objects going missing or being moved. Cabinet doors left open. You've written them all off. You've been distracted lately. It's probably just you, forgetting all these little things. That's it. You were just being forgetful, right? One thing you haven't been able to write off, however, is the feeling of someone being in the room with you. Someone you can't see. Sometimes, when you're watching TV at night, it's like you can physically feel someone's eyes on you. It feels like the air around you is pressing into your head. Sometimes, the hairs on your body raise. And right now, you feel that feeling more intensely than ever. You can feel it. It's emanating from the corner of the room. something is there. Of course, you've always had a strong and strange imagination. Perhaps the late hour, the hypnagogic state you're in. Did you know that's what it's called? The place between sleep and wakefulness. Hypnagogia. Hypnagogia. But I'm not sure you're imagining this. Listen closely. Outside your room, there are strange noises. Did you shut the door before you went to sleep? Either way, it's closed now, and the muffled noises you hear sound like someone moving about your home. Is it an intruder, or something more unexplainable? Which would be worse? I suggest you stay very still. Wait and listen. They seem to be in the kitchen now, rummaging through your drawers and cabinets, and turning on your sink. It's outside your door now. I don't think it matters if it's locked or not. I get the sensation that it's taunting you, teasing you. Close your eyes, my love, and keep them closed tight. You don't want to see what I've just witnessed slinking into your room. But you can feel it. Its heaviness in the air. You feel the breath catching in your chest. Your heart rate is increasing. But keep your eyes closed. Only imagine what it could be. That sucks the air from the room and feels so psychically massive. You can feel it moving about. It's at the side of your bed now, leaning over you, staring down at you. Keep your eyes closed. You feel it, don't you? What do you run from in your darkest dreams? What makes you afraid? Picture it. Picture your worst nightmare. Does it have a big grin? Does it have large, sunken eyes? Do you hear it whispering your name? Keep your eyes closed. It's moving down near your face now. You can almost feel it brush your neck. I'm afraid it's gotten too close to you now. This oppressive feeling is weighing on me. I wish I could help, but I must leave you now. The weight of its energy is crushing, suffocating. Remember to keep your eyes closed. Good luck, my darling.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Raleigh, host of Skin Crawl Podcast.
You were in the same meeting as I was when they told us an alien spaceship was headed our way, weren't you?
The Hermit Wizard, Your Majesty.
No, you called the Demon Prince too soon.
Oh, God! It's tearing me apart!
A gang of hooligans attacking a poor hunchback?
The fairies called forth the wretch, as they had done many times before.
I'm just here asking around about the disappearance of Jeannie Netherwood.
We're both children. How could I have lived my whole life?
As beyond the barricade, the town was on fire.
Welcome to the Circus Strange Inferno.
Your choice shall change your future.
I wanted to prove the stories were true.
In ways you cannot comprehend.
Couldn't you turn down the volume on my sense of smell?
Skin Crawl, the greatest radio drama horror podcast of all time, created by Skinner.
Hey there, are you in need of a new weekly fix of horror gaming discussions? Then look no further than Safe Room, Bloody FM's horror video gaming podcast. I'm your host, Jay Krieger.
And I am the other one, Neil Bow.
And every week, Neil, myself, and the occasional guest get together to chat about classic and contemporary horror games and the elements that make them a standout amongst the hordes of horror games being released seemingly every day now. In addition to celebrating anniversaries and new releases, we also interview influential horror developers, such as Amnesia the Bunker's creative lead, Frederick Wilson, and even the maestro of lo-fi horror, Erdorf, the developer behind the Faith trilogy. And finally, on Thursdays, we release episodes of Horror Bites, our bite-sized indie horror showcase in which Neil and I share a game that we discovered on itch.io from an up-and-coming developer. So if this sounds like the podcast for you, please consider checking out Safe Room on your preferred podcast platform, and be sure to give us a follow on Twitter @SafeRoomPod for show updates.